Okay, volume. All right, so we're going to talk about volume, not of formulas, but of shapes first. Okay, so we're going to start with what the unit cube is. A unit cube is a cube that has a length, width, and height of 1 unit. Okay, so that means each cube is 1 unit. So it looks like that. So there would be a cube. Length, width, height. Okay. This pink shaded part is the face, and the lines where everything connects are the edges. Okay. So you have the edge and the face. And when we're looking at volume, we're basically looking at how many cubes, how many unit cubes can I fit inside of a specific shape. Okay, so today we're just going to be looking at counting them. In the next couple of days, we're talking about using the formula. So it says a cube has 6 square faces that are all congruent. It also has 12 edges. The length of all its edges are congruent, or as we know, equal. Okay, so what we're going to look at is how can we decide what the volume is on a shape. Okay, so volume is the measure of space inside a solid object, such as a cube or rectangular prism. Volume is measured in cubic units. So as I showed you, this is what 1 cube is. 1 cubic unit. So when we find the volume of a shape, we count how many cubes there are. 1, 2, 3 cubic centimeters. Okay? And in this case, we're going to talk cubic units. So we would put units cubed. So remember when we talked and I said that we don't deal with exponents in 5th grade? This is an exponent. It means to the power of 3. It means there's 3 things that we are multiplying, 3 units. We're multiplying 3 units. So we are not actually dealing with, still not actually dealing with exponents. We're just writing the exponent cubed because all our answers are cubes. So when I say 3 units cubed, that means I have 3 cubes that will fit inside that unit to make it complete. All right? So look at this one. If I wanted to know what the volume is, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be 5 units cubed. Okay? That's 3 units, or 5 units cubed. Okay, and look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units cubed. Okay, 4 cubic units. And so if you notice what I'm doing is I'm only counting 1 piece of each cube. I'm not counting each of the layers of the cube. I'm counting 1 face, because 1 face is the whole entire cube. Okay, so this mark right here covers these 2 parts right here. One cube. Okay, that's front, back, side, top, bottom. Okay. All right. So how many cubic units are in this picture? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 units cubed. All right. Let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14. And then it would be units cubed. So you notice I'm just counting the front face. counting the front face. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units cubed. Alright, so on the next one, I want you to tell me how many units. Okay, just tell me the number. You don't have to, I know you won't be able to, some of you won't be able to find the exponent mark, and that's okay. It's kind of tricky sometimes. So, all I want you to do is tell me how many units is it. Okay, you should have put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your answer should have been 10. And then units cubed. All right. How many units are in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 units cubed. Okay, if you don't want to write, if you can't find how to make the exponent, you can always write units cubed. You could just type it out. Units cubed. So like this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You would say 7 units cubed. Okay, but you don't have to. And for right now on this paper, you can just put the whole numbers. Okay. All right. How many cubic units does this one have? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units cubed. Okay, so you see we're just counting the cubes. That's it. That's all we're doing. Okay, what about J? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 units cubed. All right. What about K? How many units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units cubed. All right, and the last one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 units cubed. Okay, so see, all you're doing is counting the units. Okay, had there been another one back here behind it, and all of them were filled in, we would have just doubled this, 15. Okay, so let's look at a couple more. All right, so let's look. I'm going to count just the ones that are on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but this one's sitting up higher. So if there's this one here, I have to know there's one underneath that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the one underneath it makes it 6 unit cubes. Okay, how many unit cubes do you see here for number 2? Okay, so look at it. How many unit cubes is that? Okay, on this one, I can't count the top because it's got several layers, right? So I'm going to look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is what you should have put. Okay, or you could have said there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's 3 layers. So 3, 6, 9. Either way. Okay, how many units do you see? All right, so 1, 2, 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 unit cubes. Okay, so this is a single right here. This is the front of it and it's the side. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then you have another cube right here. 4, 5, 6. 7 sticking out right here. And then 8 behind it. Alright. How many unit cubes? You should put 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 5th one is sitting right back here by itself. You can't see the front face of it. Okay, how many unit cubes do you see? Okay, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because I'm looking at the darker faces. So that's 6 units. Okay, 6 unit cubes. All right, number 6. Same thing. You're going to want to look at the darker faces. Okay, I see 6 in this one also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 right there. 6 unit cubes. All right, how many unit cubes do you see? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there's nothing behind it that we can tell, so we have to go with 12 unit cubes. Okay, what about number 8? Alright, so we're going to go by the tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 unit cubes. And then number 9. How many unit cubes? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 unit cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I'm not counting the bottom, the face that's facing out that way, and the top face. I'm only counting one side of the face. Because if I count it twice, then I'm making it bigger than it is, right? Alright. So Jen used unit cubes to build a rectangular prism with a length of 4 cubes, a width of 3 cubes, and a height of 5 cubes. Ethan built a rectangular prism with a length of 3 cubes, width of 3 cubes, and a height of 6 cubes. Who used more cubes? So when we're talking about volume, okay, using formula, volume is length times width times height. Okay, so that was how you would find it. So if we look at this question, all right, Jen used the unit cubes to build a rectangular prism with a length of 4 cubes, width of 3 cubes, and the height of 5 cubes. Okay, this is Jen's. Ethan built his with a volume rectangular prism with a length of 3 cubes, a width of 3 cubes, and a height of 6 cubes. So if I was to say 4 times 3 times 5, 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 5 equals 60. Okay, Ethan's, I'm going to start with 3 times 3, and then times 6. 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 6 is 54. Who's down here? So who used more cubes? Jen with 60 cubes, or Ethan with 54 cubes? Okay, should be Jen. 60 cubes is more than 54, right? Okay, Mrs. Hernandez keeps her classroom supply of centimeter cubes in a box that is 20 centimeters by 6 centimeters by 3 centimeters. How many centimeter cubes will fill the box? Okay, so if she says 20 centimeters times 6 centimeters times 3 centimeters. So order of operations, we can left to right, right? So we're going to start with 20 by 6. So 20 times 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Add a 0. And now we're going to do 120 times 3. So 120. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. So that's 360 centimeters cubed. So their 360 centimeter cubes will fill the box. So Blaine makes the figure shown below using unit cubes. How many cubes does Blaine use? Okay, so look and see how many unit cubes that is. All right. Is it A, 14, B, 20, C, 10, D, 9? You should have picked C. It is 10 cubes. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's a stair step. So there's 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cubes. Lucas covers a rectangle with 5 rows of 4 unit cubes. Then he stacks identical layers to make a prism. How many cubes does Lucas use to make 4 layers? Okay, so Lucas covers a rectangle. So here's a rectangle, right? With 5 rows of 4 unit cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. And each row has 4 units. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 20 units to make one picture. Of course, my picture is not accurate and it's not very pretty. Okay, so the floor has 20 cubes. Okay, and he's going to stack it in 4 layers. So if I have 20 on the bottom, so visualize that. If I have 20 on the bottom, and I'm going to stack it 4 high, how many total layers, 4 total layers, how many total cubes will that be? So it takes 20 cubes to make the bottom, and I'm making 4 total layers. How many total cubes will that be? Okay, you should have said 80. So it was A, because that's 20 for the floor, 20 for layer 2, 20 for layer 3, and 20 for layer 4. 20, 40, 60, 80. All right. Lola has 30 cubes. She wants to use all the cubes to make a rectangular prism. Which could be the dimensions of her prism? So basically, which one of these equals 30? Okay, you should have picked A. Because 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 3 equals 30. This one, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 equals 27. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. And this one, 3 times 10 is 30. 30 times 2 is 60. So only one of them equaled 30. Okay. How many cubes will be in the figure shown below if 12 cubes are added? So you have to, how many cubes will be in this figure below if 12 cubes are added? So you have to figure out what's in this first. Okay, you should have picked C, 48 cubes. Okay, so I'm going to start by looking at this top layer right here, because this is what I can see. So this top layer has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 in this top layer. And there's 1, 2, 3 whole layers. So I know 12 in the top layer, 12 in the second layer, 12 in the third layer. That's 36. And then it said, what's in this figure if 12 are added? So 36 plus 12. 48. Okay. Stella built these two figures. How many more cubes does she use in figure A than in figure B? Alright, so figure A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cubes. Figure B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all they're asking is what's the difference? How many more did she use in A than B? So your answer should have been C, 3 more cubes. Alright, number 17. Owen wants to make a rectangular prism with a length of 6 cubes, a width of 3 cubes, and a height of 4 cubes. He has 54 cubes. How many more cubes does Owen need? So he wants to make a length of 6, width of 3, and the height of 4. So that's what he wants to build. Right there, right? Alright, so that means 3 times 6 times 4. 6 times 3 is 18. And then 18 times 4. So we're going to come over and work 18 times 4. And that'll tell us how many he needs. And then I know he only has 54. So how many more does he need? Okay, so you should have said 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 72. So he needs 72 to make his picture, his figure. He has 54. So if we subtract, tell us how many more he needs. I have 2. I can't take away 4 in 5th grade because that's too much and we don't do negatives. So we're going to take from the 7, it's going to become a 6, and the 2 is going to become 12. 12 minus 4 is 8, and then 6 minus 5 is 1. So he needs 18 more blocks or cubes. Okay, so if I was to show you this, what would you say was the volume of this picture right here? Okay, so to find the volume, all you have to do on this one is count the faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in one row. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So this one made 40 units cubed. Okay, or you could have said there's 10 in this first row, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and 10 times 4 is 40, right? Okay, what would be the volume of this one? All right, so I'm going to start by looking at this face right here. Okay, because each one of these is attached to this part right here, right? So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So there's 36 cubes right there. Okay. And then I have another set of cubes right here. Well, if this is 36, this has to also be 36 because these can't be just hanging up in the air by themselves, right? So we would say 36 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1. It'd be 72 units cubed. Okay, what about this one? How many cubes would be that in that shape? Okay, so you could do this one of 2 ways. You could count the sides and multiply it by the number of groups. So there's 1, 2, 3 groups. Or you could count the top as one face and multiply it by 2 because there's 2 whole layers. Either way, you're going to get the same results. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So there's 33 in the first layer and 33 in the second layer, making 66 unit cubes. And so all you're doing is you're counting the cubes.